Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's trying and testing out new products video, it's going to be different and probably a little bit more exciting because normally I'm always talking about skincare products, and even though I love talking about skincare and I love skincare, but I know a lot of you also, like the OG subscribers, were here probably more for the makeup or the skincare. Let me know in the comment section down below what kind of content you enjoy. But I thought that since this is the last trying and testing out products video for the year, let me switch it up a little bit and let me talk about some makeup and like give skincare a break just for a month. Don't worry, next month we're going to be back with trying and testing out of new skincare products. But yeah, today is going to be a makeup version or like makeup edition, and I'm going to talk to you about some of like my, I would say these were products that I have really used for a good enough amount of time where I know how I feel about them, and I feel like it's easier to formulate your thoughts on makeup products just if after you've used it like a couple of times. Whereas skincare, it takes a lot longer. But yeah, I have my reviews to share with you on some of the makeup products that I've been using. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, because it would mean the absolute world to me. And also click on the bell which is next to subscribe button, because that way you'll get to know every single time I post a new video, which is every single day this month. And then we'll go to like our regular programming schedule. But yeah, let's jump right into it and let's talk about some makeup. I have three like non-lip products, and then the rest of it is all lipsticks. So let me talk about those three first. The first one is the K Beauty Loose Setting Powder. This launched this year, and this was one of the products, like normally when it comes to makeup I don't jump on new launches, but for some reason this one really appealed to me and I was super excited by it. The packaging looks really nice, sleek, and the design on this is ruined just a little bit, but like it's okay, it doesn't matter. The mesh is something that when I first tried, like when I was first using the product, I was like the mesh is super annoying, and it still is, because I am someone, I use loose powder all over my face. So I need more product than typically people do, and I have to like keep like digging my brush into it pretty much, and that can be annoying. So now what I just do is I make it like ulta, upside down, and then I'm like banging this part, and then the product comes in the mesh, and then I just use it. So mostly I have to do it like once, maybe twice for my whole face. But apart from like the packaging and all of that, the reason why I absolutely love this product is because this literally, a like I use the shade Banana, and this on my face does not look like I'm wearing makeup at all. That being said, I don't wear a lot of base like makeup any which ways. I just like after my sunscreen I just put on like a loose powder, and this has been like my go-to, like even though sometimes I have to use others. Like today I'm using the Lawless one because I have to use it up. Unfortunately I'm not wearing this today, but in most of my videos this is the product I'm wearing, and I feel like it is like a go-to which I don't have to think about, oh, if I'm wearing a mask, will this transfer on my mask? B, if I'm sweating, will it like sweat in a weird way, and my makeup will look like it's messed up or anything like that? No, it doesn't look like I'm wearing any base makeup at all. It looks like my skin, it blends into the skin that well, and I feel like that is the reason I absolutely freakingly love it. That being said, I am waiting to see how this works for me in the summers, because I feel like then it will be more hot and humid, and this won't be like oil controlling and shine controlling enough. But for other times of the year when it's not that hot or not that humid, I feel like this is a great product. Even for filming I just use this, because I feel like my skin just looks so beautiful when I'm doing my makeup with this particular product, that I mean, what more do I say about it? I've spoken about this in quite a few videos, and once again, absolute freakingly love it. Moving on, next I have a blush that I bought this year, and that is the Color Bar Matte Illusion blush. I asked you guys to like choose between the Wet n Wild one and this one, and I asked you which one should I buy, and even though it was 50-50, I could not find the Wet n Wild one in stock, which is why I bought this. And this is what the product looks like. It's in the shade Veiled Merlot, and it's like a beautiful, like, again, unfortunately, again, even this I'm not wearing today for some reason, but I feel like none of the products I'm talking about, I have worn any of them today, which I know it's kind of ironical. I should have probably worn them, but yeah. Anyways, I feel like you can easily find other videos where I have worn them so you can see how they look like. But this particular one, again, you can see the video where it's, I think it says subscribers pick my makeup. Pretty sure like the most recent one. It's a super long video because I'm like chatting and chatting and chatting, just like this video. No surprises there. But yeah, the reason why I really love this blush is A, because I am more of a fan of like matte blushes. I don't like blushes with any kind of like shine or shimmer or anything like that. So this is a great one because it is completely matte, and I feel like the color is so perfect and so universal that you can literally wear this with every single makeup look, even though it leans a little bit more pink. But if I'm even doing like a more brown toned nude look, I feel like this will still pair with it. For some reason it won't look like weird because it'll look less pink when I'm wearing it with like nuder tones. I feel like it's not like a stark contrast. It doesn't look like bright pink on the cheeks and then like nude lips. It won't look like that. It'll still mesh well with the look, which is why I really like it. And yeah, by the way, this is something that not just I love, but my best friend used this and she loved it, and she bought it during the Nykaa Pink Friday sale recently. So yeah, this is one that a lot of people really like, at least in my life. So yeah, moving on to the last like non-lipstick product, and that is a liquid eyeliner. You guys, a liquid eyeliner. Like, who am I don't know. If you have been like an OG subscriber or a recent subscriber, whatever, you have never ever seen me talk about liquid liner on this channel or even on Instagram. But apparently things have changed. So recently I kind of like figured out that for my eyelids and for my eyes, I've typically been a person who uses kajal as an eyeliner, but I've noticed recently that all of them have like, I would say after long days they kind of start transferring the crease eventually by like evening-ish, even ones they did not do earlier. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to go into like a profession or a career very soon, which will require me to like be awake from like morning to night, and I will probably be wearing eyeliner at least, if not like a full face of makeup throughout the whole day, which is why it is important for me to have an eyeliner that is not going to transfer the crease, which is going to like last very long, not budge, not smudge, and just make life easier and not complicate my life even more, because I'm not going to have time to like touch up my makeup after every few hours. So I thought, you know what, let me start like practicing and learning how to do liquid eyeliner, so eventually when that time comes, I am like ready and prepared and I can do it. So I asked my other best friend for a liquid eyeliner recommendation, and she recommended the Faces Magnetize eyeliner. Yeah, that's what it's called. She recommended this to me because this is the one that she uses. And I will say though that I kind of like, I'm always doing this like trick where if I have drawn my eyeliner with a kajal, what I will do is I will overline with this, so that way the transferring also does not happen. And obviously it can be a little bit more difficult to draw with products like these if you are like a newbie, which is why I feel like this trick helps because I can like map it out easily and it's more easier to do as a process. That being said, just like a precautionary warning, even though this is super affordable, which I really like, but my best friend actually told me recently that this has started transferring on her. It doesn't transfer on me, at least not as of now, so that I am very happy with. But if you're going to buy this, then like keep in mind that it might happen with you, it might not happen with you. I just want to like warn you guys and let you know, because I don't want to be like, you know, not sharing it or like hiding information or things like that. I would never do that, so I just want to make that very clear. Even if this does start transferring on me, I will let you know, I will update you, and then I will probably have to look for like maybe a newer option like the Calabar one. I was even considering buying that because this one I actually couldn't find in stock in a lot of stores, but then I found it on Nykaa and it was during the, again, Pink Friday sales, so I did end up buying this. And yeah, again, another thing, just to give you like a price comparison, the Calabar one that a lot of people rave about actually is around 600 or 650, and this one is like 270 or 250 or something like that. So do keep that in mind as well, because this is really affordable. So if it continues working, that is going to be like a great deal, to be very honest. So yeah, that was that. Those were all the non-lipstick products. Now let's talk about some of my favorite lipsticks. First, I'm going to quickly talk about this one because I have also spoken about this in my favorite, like favorite current lipsticks, current favorite lipsticks. I don't know what happened to my brain there and I messed up the grammar, but this is K Beauty, again, another K Beauty product. It's the Matinee Lip Crayon in the shade Faux Pas, and I've spoken about it. It's like a beautiful, I'm not going to swatch any of the lipsticks, by the way. It's a beautiful, like, nude, and on my lips, it looks like literally, it doesn't look like concealer lips, but it looks pretty much like I'm not wearing like lipstick at all, and this is like the actual color of my lips. I won't even say my lips look better, it literally looks like my lips. So yeah, that's the reason why I really like it, because again, if I want to wear makeup but I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup, then this is a great product to like throw on for an everyday basis. Also, I generally don't tend to gravitate for like bullet lipsticks or crayons when I'm wearing a mask, but for some reason this one does not actually transfer a lot on my mask at all. So if I like, again, it's winter, so my lips can tend to get a little bit dry sometimes, which is why sometimes I don't want to wear a liquid lipstick, because then my lips are going to be even more drier and like feel weird. So on days like that, this really comes in handy. So yeah, a product that I really like. Moving on, let me talk about actually a product I don't like, because I feel like most products in this video I really like, but this one unfortunately was kind of a fail for me, I want to call it. This is the Lakme Forever Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Nude Twist. So this is again a product I bought on my best friend's recommendation. She first got this. I had seen people talk about this and like review this, and I was like, yeah, okay, maybe, but it looks really small. Does it have enough quantity in it? Even though it's affordable, if there is less quantity, it doesn't really make sense, right? But then I tried out my best friend's like her tube, and I love the shade, because if you guys again are an OG subscriber, you would know Pack Teddy Bear, like the Pack Retro Matte Gloss in the shade Teddy Bear was my thing. I don't think I like went through a whole tube of liquid lipstick that quickly, but that one I literally wore every single day, like legit every single day last year. So eventually, like after maybe like 4 to 6 months, I like flew through the whole tube. But this is pretty much the exact same shade, so when I saw it, it reminded me of that, and I was like, you know what, I am resisting buying another Pack Teddy Bear, because I have so many lipsticks, and if that is a full tube and if I'm not wearing it every single day like I used to, it might probably dry out and then expire, because I have so many lipsticks. So if I'm buying this, it's like buying a mini, because then I'm gonna have it for a while. It'll probably go through like quicker, but then it's like it's not gonna go bad and then go waste, or like all of that stuff. So that's why I ended up buying this, and I don't know if there is a problem with my tube, or like I don't know what the exact problem is. But when I'm applying this liquid lipstick, I have to go in like 6 or 7 times to just cover like both of my lips. And yes, I do have lip pigmentation, but I have never faced that kind of problem with any other lipstick where I have to keep dipping in again and again and again and again and just keep applying and applying and applying. I feel like it's a little bit like not as pigmented, or like rather the application is very uneven, and it's a nude. Okay, if it happens with like a purple or a maroon or like those kind of shades, I understand, but with a nude, they are typically more easier to formulate and apply, and you should not have such patchy application. And I don't know if the tube is dried, if there is like a problem with the batch, or like I don't know what the situation is with this, but I feel like using it is a struggle, mainly for that reason, because I have to like just spend 5 minutes only on applying the lipstick, because I have to keep going and again, keep applying it, applying layers and layers and layers. I just don't enjoy the process. I just don't. So again, it might be that my tube is bad. I don't know, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to take a chance again, because if you watch my again, I think my dupe share is gonna go up after this, but I'm doing a lipstick dupes also. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe and stay tuned. But I actually have a lipstick in my collection which is very similar to this shade. So I think I will just use that after I use up this, and then eventually I'll decide if I want to just go back to Pack Teddy Bear because that is my baby. But yeah, this one for me personally was a flop. So yeah, we just have to deal with it. Moving on, next we have the Maybelline Superstay Matte Inks. These have been talked about and raved about for a long time. Pretty much, I think the whole of 2020, maybe these launched in 2019. I don't even remember, to be completely honest. But I have two shades. I have Amazonian and I have Ruler. So a friend of mine, actually a college senior of mine, who is also, by the way, the person who did my hair. I feel like you cannot tell very well, but I have some balayage in my hair, and she's the one who did it for me. But she absolutely loves these, and she has a lot more than I do, like in terms of shades and all. She has a lot of shades from this range, and she was absolutely raving about them. And when I see bloggers rave about it, I'm like, okay, I have to try this. But when someone in my personal life raves about something, you might have noticed that I tend to buy those products like quicker, you know what I mean? So when my friends or someone in my real life rave about a particular product, I feel like, okay, these people are not even related to the beauty community, but they still love this particular product, so it has to genuinely be really good. So that's how I ended up buying these, and I have to be completely honest and say that yes, I do like them, but are they worth all the hype that they're getting? Maybe not. Now the reason I say that is because yes, these are great pigmented liquid lipsticks. They smell actually really amazing. They smell like a sweet dessert. They have that vanilla cupcakey scent, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, all of them do. All of them do. And I love that. I love the formulation. They do also last very long. They transfer a little bit on the mask. I feel like if you really want to avoid like transferring on the mask, you have to kind of take care that you're not sweating under the mask, because if you do, the sweat will like seep in and then make your liquid, like make your lipstick a little bit more like moist, and then it'll obviously transfer. Or what you can do is apply your liquid lipstick a good enough time before you are going to put on your mask. So if you're leaving the house in the next half an hour, put on a lipstick right now, and then when you leave the house and you put on your mask, by then the liquid lipstick is probably dried up completely, so then it won't transfer. Like that way you can prevent a little bit of transfer, but I do think these transfer on the mask, but it's not like it comes off completely. You still have a good stain on your lips, so do keep that in mind. That being said, okay, so I was telling you why these are not my ultimate favorite of life when my camera cut me off. But for me, like the top tier best liquid lipstick that I've ever tried are the PAC Retro Matte Glosses. And those are cruelty free. They're also priced a little bit cheaper than these. I mean, obviously the MRP is 650, but you can find these at discounts. So I'm not talking about the discounted price. I'm talking about like the original MRP. The MRP of those is 550, and typically I always get them whenever I buy them. I buy them from the pack store in Andheri, Mumbai. And if you pay cash, I believe that is what the policy is. If you pay cash, you get flat 10% off on like your total bill value. So I get them for like typically around 500, 495 ish. And these again, depending on like if you're buying them from Nykaa and like what sale or what offer is going on, you can probably find it at a cheaper price. But overall, those are cheaper than this, and those are also cruelty free. So for me, I think the cruelty-free aspect stands higher, and I feel like also, even though these do have a lot of shades and they keep launching like newer ranges and more colors and all of that, but the PAC Retro Matte Gloss has like more than 50 shades. So if you're looking for like a typical, like a unique shade that you can't find in other ranges, you would probably find it in the PAC rather than you'll find it in this. So yeah, overall I'm just like, unfortunately, even these are great, they could not beat the PAC Retro Matte Glosses for me. So yeah, that's that. Also, I would love to know if you are someone who has tried these and the PAC Retro Matte Glosses. I want you to like choose one for me. Like if you had to choose one, which one would you choose? Please leave it down in the comment section down below, because someone else reading that could probably benefit from it. Like this is just my preference. If you have a different preference, I would love to know your thoughts down below, so please leave that. But yeah, last but not the least, I have to talk about the Nykaa Matte Last Liquid Lipsticks. Again, these are not new, these launched a long time back, but I finally pulled the trigger and I bought it, and I bought the shade Bombay. Now it's Bombay, as in Bay, BAE, not BAY, which is typically what, like when you say Bombay, it's, you know what I'm talking about. And obviously, this is the shade that I had to pick because if you don't know this, I'm born and brought up in Bombay or Mumbai. So yeah, even though I am a South Indian and I was considering getting Madras Kapi because yes, my mom's from Chennai. So yeah, both the shades, I was like, which one should I get? Which one should I not get? And I feel like Madras Kapi was leaning a little bit more like nude brown for me, and not like nude brown, but like a brown with a little bit of a nude. And typically I don't wear a lot of brown lipsticks, and I have a few already in my collection, so I was considering that should I get that or should I just get this, and then I ended up going with this. This is again a shade, I feel like you have to watch all my like lipstick related videos that are going to come out this month, because there is a lot more information that you're going to get in those videos. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about the formulation of this in specific. I feel like I've heard a lot of people say that even though the shades are great and the names and like it's all cutesy and really nice, but then I've seen a lot of people complain that these don't dry super quick, which I do agree with, but I don't think that they take super duper long to dry as well. And I feel like once they're dry, they are dry. Like this is one of the lipsticks which like literally does not transfer on your mask. So if you're looking for a transfer proof lipstick, this is the one that you should be going for. Another thing that a lot of people say is that this dries very quickly in the tube, so it's not going to last very long. Like this will dry out after a couple of months and you won't be able to use it. I can't talk about that because I bought it pretty recently, so I will have to still wait for a couple of months to see how quickly it dries or like how long the tube is going to last me. But yeah, so far as of now, I actually don't hate this product. I feel like a lot of people dislike it. I personally have like an unpopular opinion about it. I do actually really like it. And if you watch my lipstick dupes video, I actually have a lipstick which is not high end, but it's like more expensive compared to this, and this shade is pretty much the same as that shade, at least on my complexion, on my lips, and that is a pretty popular like hyped up shade. So I want you to watch my lipstick dupes video, which is going to come out very very soon, because yeah, you may probably be able to save like 300-400 bucks and just buy this. And yeah, that was that. Obviously this range has a lot of other shades as well, so if you're not a big nude fan, or if you have a darker complexion to I do and you feel like this might not suit you, yeah, you can definitely check out the other shades as well. But personally for me, I really like this lipstick. So yeah, those are all my thoughts. That was the video. I know it's a little bit more longer and I apologize, but yeah, that was it. That was the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed and you found it helpful. I hope that you liked that I just changed up things a little bit. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.